Hey guys, so it's the first day of lockdown here in Metro Manila. So if you want to know more, what can you do so that you can be productive, or what should you do during this lockdown period in Metro Manila? Check this video out. Hi everyone, this is Marvin Germo and I'm a stock market trader and investor. And if you're new to this channel, super appreciate it if you can like, you can subscribe, and you can smash that bell so you get updated every time I create content about investing, about the stock market, about entrepreneurship. And this time, what are you supposed to do during the lockdown here in Metro Manila? Hey guys, so it's the first day of lockdown here, and there's a lot of things that have changed already. And as you all know, people are not allowed to congregate. That it's even a Sunday today. Most of the time when I'm in Manila, I normally go to church. It's normally church day, but as you know, that gatherings of a lot of people have been prohibited. They're not encouraged, so that you see a lot of churches now are going online as well. So I want to share that, as you all know, that there will be a lot of changes, a lot of shifts that are happening because of this. And as Filipinos, as humans, and for those who want to succeed in life, the best way for you to be able to win, the best way for you to be able to succeed is basically you need to innovate and you need to adapt. But my first tip, before I've been saying a lot of stuff now already, but my first tip is, please do not panic. Do not use this time as a time for you to deviate from what you're planning to be long term. You use this though to be able use this time as, especially times like this, Sunday, no work. A lot of people are just at home. Use this time to breathe, to pause, so you get to assess the situation. Never decide on things out of panic. Never decide things out of fear. Never decide things that, never do things out of just pure emotion as well. You have to take the time to pause. You have to take the time to be able to analyze things from a logical perspective, and from a perspective that is in line on where you see yourself over the long term. So that's one. Number two is this. Since we don't know how long this will drag, we don't know how long the coronavirus issue will drag, we don't know how long the lockdown will be, although they say it's a month. But one thing is for sure, transactions will be pretty much down. And if there's one thing I know about the economy is made up of transactions, meaning one man's earning is another man's spending, or one man's spending is another man's earning. And if you've been seeing what's happening over the past few days, weeks already, transactions have been down. People are not going out. If people are not going out, you can't expect businesses to make money. And if you're a business owner, you see transactions to be down. And if you are an employee, also there's fears that you might lose your job as well. This is a good time for you to see how your budget is, how your cash flow is. I would revisit my cash flow, especially if I'm employed. I would revisit my cash flow. My suggestion is, especially for those who are commission based, especially for those who their source of income is reliant on a lot of transactions, or if they're, I don't know, a doctor, or you are an accountant. I think accountants will be normally steady because you still get a retainer off of what you get. Or if you're someone who's selling, that you sell, what you sell is predominantly based on people spending, or you meeting a lot of people. And if you think that's going to be affected, you need to, number one, look at, since you need to make a projection how much you will earn, especially in times of like this. There's a lot of uncertainty around. Check your cash, check also your spending. And especially in times like this, my suggestion is this: try to limit your spending. Try to trim off some of those expenses that you don't need, so that you can stretch the money that you have as well. I repeat, try to remove the things that you don't need first. Just limit it in this season of your life first, and then so that you can stretch your budget, you can stretch your money. What does that mean? It means that if you have, say, 50,000 pesos that's coming in, and then say because it's not so good, you're just earning 35,000 pesos right now, you have to make do of that 15,000 delta. So you check, where am I spending that I can actually remove all of those things. Should it be me, instead of taking this very, very expensive coffee, you could skip that out. Or instead of you taking a massage in a very, very expensive place, maybe you can take that out also. Or instead of you eating out all the time, since everyone is on lockdown, everyone is in their houses, it might be a prudent time for you just to cook so you can save more money. Or if you're not if your income is not affected, you're still earning 50,000 pesos, it might be prudent also to trim down on your expenses first, so that whatever you save you can put in as an emergency fund. Also, you need to bolster up your emergency fund. And if you don't have an emergency fund right now, the more you should spend the time to actually build that up until this uncertainty comes out. Now, you need to strengthen your emergency fund. You need to have a stockpile of cash that will protect you based on all of this uncertainty that's going on. You need to have that level of safety. You need that safety net to protect you, so that should this drag on, you will still be safe. You will still be okay. For those who have emergency funds already, check how many months will you last, either from a bare essential point of view or from a normal living. Meaning, if you just go via the bare essentials, how many months will your emergency fund let you live? Or from also a normal living point of view, meaning you still go out, you still eat, you still get to do this, buy this, etc. How many months will you live based on the current savings that you have? If you think kulang, then you need to trim down your lifestyle, just spend the bare essentials. Then above and beyond that, the money that you have, put them back in, put them back in, put them back in. Try to spend less. So it always also will go back to knowing your budget. Aside from you revisiting your cash flow, go back to your budget. It will always go back to putting a name to every peso that you have. It will always, that's one of the most important things that you need to focus on in this time and in this season. So don't panic. Revisit your cash flow slash budget slash how much you're earning, how much things that you need. Then revisit your emergency funds as well. But here's the thing. In this season also, take the time to learn. Take the time, since you're just at home, take the time to build that new skill. If you see yourself in the stock market and you've been doing stocks for quite some time, especially right now that it's down, this is a good time for you to brush up on those skills, regardless if it's technical or fundamental analysis. Take the time to build that. Or if you are just starting out and you don't know what to start, what business to start, where to invest, take this time also to learn. Take this time to build skill. And as what I've been saying in all of the videos that I've been making, it's not the amount of just the amount of effort that you put that will make you financially free, but it's the amount of skill that you have, because it's your skills that will allow you to make money. The more skills you have, the more value you could put into the marketplace. The more value you put into the marketplace, the more you will possibly earn. So you may not be earning right now, but this time will propel you to be able to study, immerse yourself, build that skill. And as you're starting to build that skill, try to pivot, try to find out what you will do later on. So some of you will be building skills right now that you can implement right now also, that will help you to earn in this crisis. But some of you also that, I learned, this is something that I can learn, that as things start to get better, this is the business that you can do as well. When I started out, I graduated 2005, I was right smack in the middle, 3 or 4 years into working. 2008 financial crisis, markets dropped. There was a lot of fear, there was a lot of anxiety, but I used that time. I was not just practicing investing and business at that time. I wasn't just also working, but I would read and consume as much books as I can. So my suggestion, aside from videos like this, try to read books. Try to read on books or topics or subjects that are in line to where you see yourself. Surround yourself with books, materials, people, to where you want to be later on. So if you want to be a stock trader, stock investor, listen to a lot of stock market videos, read a lot of stock market books. If you see yourself into the food cart business, then try to follow people who have done food carts also in the past and try to learn from them. Try to PM them. Feel baka naman madami silang free time ngayon also, that they can also reach out and talk to you and share their insights and ideas as well. And then next tip I could give you is this: you have to learn how to innovate. Meaning, if things are not doing so well in your business, in your job right now because of what's happening based on the coronavirus, try to find ways on how you can innovate. Try to find ways on how you can do things better. Try to find ways that in spite of this crisis, you will still survive, you will still come out on top. Because this is what I believe, and I've been saying this over and 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 over again. Crisis breeds opportunities. In times of crisis, that's where you can also find areas where, hey, this is something where I can contribute. This is an area where I think I can do so well and build something off of it. Then that's the business that you can also start. So don't always look at crisis as an area where nakakatakot, nakakalungkot, it's not gonna do so well. Look at crisis also as an opportunity for you to be able to innovate and do things better. Please remember, a lot of the businesses that we're seeing right now, some of them started because of the 2008 crisis. Airbnb, because lahat ng tao nagtitipid from hotels, wala silang, the one who started it also just got this idea that, hey, it might be cheaper for me to be able to live in other people's houses, and then some people also get a revenue from it. So there will be ideas that you can get off the 2000 off crises, and that's what we saw. Study Uber, study Airbnb, study how cryptocurrency started. Cryptocurrency, please remember, started because of the 2008-2009 crisis as well. So use this time to innovate. Use this time to learn, tweak, innovate to propel you to do better. But never use this time as a time to. A lot of the reason why I'm doing this video also is there's so much people bickering, there's so much people complaining, there's so much people trying to say this and that, and the things that have been said, have been spoken, are not really building people up. They're just creating panic. They're just creating paranoia. It's I don't know, not helping at this point in time, and it's not something that we need. And though this video is far from stock trading, it's far from technical analysis, I feel that this is something that a lot of people like you guys need to hear as well. That try to focus on how you can contribute instead of trying to focus on how you can take. Try to focus on what you can give instead of you trying to focus on what you can say. Instead of trying to say something bad, do something that will help things better. And for me, it's creating videos like this right now, because since not everyone's going out, I'm taking this time to share my thoughts and my ideas, that I hope that you get just one idea. I really believe that one idea from this video that you can use, that you can take, and you run with it and you execute, can change your life as well. So this is Marvin Germo, pushing you. No, don't be scared about this crisis. Don't allow this crisis to destroy you. Don't allow this crisis to destroy your finances. Don't allow this crisis to change the way you live. You have to come out of this winning. And I hope you guys stayed till the end of the video. Comment if you stayed. I really do hope that even if it's not stock market related, you guys are still learning from this. Comment if you want more videos like this. Comment if you want more of me just sharing my ideas, my thoughts to all of you as well. And I guess that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.